I have an extremely tight vagina, as in I can't even get one of my tiny fingers in there, and I'm really worried about having sex.
That's a good question.
That's a real concern.
Yes.
So, I feel like we've talked about this before, but maybe we didn't. Maybe I'm wishing that we did in previous videos. So the vagina is basically a tube of muscle. It's a tube of tissue with a lot of strong muscles around it, and it typically, when someone hasn't introduced anything into it, like a penis or a toy, typically does feel very, very tight. There are variants of size, and sort of the openings can be different sizes, the canal can be different lengths and different sizes as well. So for this person, I wouldn't worry about sex, and I don't know what they mean by sex. I'm gonna assume maybe they mean penis vagina sex. There are a lot of things that I would suggest that they do first before they even consider doing that, because that could definitely increase their anxiety. Mm-hmm. So this person mentioned their fingers not fitting yet. Mm-hmm. There are a lot of very, very small sort of introductory toys that people can use to kind of introduce and help open up the vagina a little bit. Mm-hmm. In some cases, there are sort of anatomical features that will make it a little bit harder for certain sizes of toys and penis or fingers to be in, even if they've done a lot of different things. But I would say let's start with some lube and some very small toys and kind of introduce and see what's going on. The other thing too is that they can absolutely check in with a clinical provider to see if there's something else going on, or if they just need to kind of check in if they've never done that before and make sure that everything's okay.
Yeah, I think also to what you said, I mean, I think going from 0 to 100 can be stressful and is maybe causing this person anxiety, which is probably not helping them relax and open up. But there's lots of ways to have sex that don't involve penetration, so that might be something to consider trying first and not putting as much pressure on what we're assuming they're talking about penetrative sex. In terms of can't having sex, there's lots of sex you can have without penetration.
Absolutely. And if penetration is something that this person wants, there are ways that you can approach it very slowly, not 0 to 100 ever, to really make sure that everything is okay anatomically first.